Welcome to the Daddy Sharps featured bets. These are the bets that we also love in addition to our bets that are on our podcast.
Yes, and you're only going to find them right here in our featured bets section on daddysharps.com, a beautiful website filled with information and winners.
Oh, and funny photos.
Yes.
I love the photos and free picks. We should mention they're free.
Yeah,
they're
free picks.
Hey, yes. By the way, you can also check us out on social media at Daddy Sharps and at Daddy Sharps Podcast, and check out our YouTube channel as well. Some a lot of cool stuff there, John.
Yes. All right, let's jump right into it, Mr. Luke. Our featured bets. We're starting out with college. A game that I already liked in best bets, Liberty minus 17 at UTEP, the total 59. I actually like the under in this game, 59. I already love Liberty to cover. That was one of the bets we talked about on the podcast. And now I like the under. UTEP hasn't seen a total this high all year. They don't score a lot against quality opponents. On the year, UTEP hasn't hit the over on any total 50 or greater. Look for a lopsided score in this one, and I'm betting Liberty holds UTEP under 10 and gets us the under.
Sounds like a lopsided score there. Yeah, Mike, gonna have to tell you on that one for sure. All right, my first featured bet in college football, Memphis giving 11 on the road at Temple. They're going to be playing this one in Lincoln Financial, by the way. The over-under is 64.5. That's a big one.
Yeah.
So my best bet, or my feature bet, I should say, taking a shot on Temple and the points. And here's why. Memphis lost to SMU last week and destroyed any hope of an American Conference Championship game presence. So they're done. They're not going to hit that. So what do they have to play for? Not a lot. Temple is coming off back-to-back losses, but the home team in this matchup has won each of the last 6 games. Temple has covered in 5 of their last 6 November games against non-AP ranked teams. Yeah, I'm going with Temple plus 11.
Nice. All right, I got a double bet here. We got a double bet, Mr. Luke. Air Force at Boise State minus 6.5, total 45.5. I like the over 45.5 and Boise State to cover this spread minus 6.5. Air Force lost their quarterback and the whole season fell apart for them. A 3-game losing streak the last few weeks. Boise State, they can score in bunches and averaging over 32 points a game this year. Good enough for the 35th ranked scoring offense in the entire country. Historically, these games are split right down the middle, 5-5 to the over, but only twice has that total been set under 50. This total is an overreaction, in my opinion, to the bad play of Air Force the past few weeks. Bet the over with confidence. And now for that double bet, I love Boise State in this spot at minus 6.5. As I mentioned, Air Force is struggling since the quarterback went down. Luke, this guy was actually throwing the ball. If anybody watches the military schools, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Air Force never throws the ball. This dude was. He's hurt. Broncos, after a slow start, have found their groove, going 3-1. After starting the year 3-4 against a very tough schedule that included a road game in your backyard, Washington, the Broncos are 4-1 at home, and they are 5-1 in the last 6 against Air Force and 4-1-1 against the spread. Give me Boise State to cover under a touchdown, minus 6.5.
Yeah, under a touchdown is key, and absolutely love that one, especially with that quarterback out. And I didn't go to UW, but go Dogs.
Cute little dog.
Big game. Apple Cup this weekend. Apple Cup.
Oh, you know weekend. The Cougs want to ruin it.
They want to ruin it. They're number 4 in the rankings right now. If it stays that way, they're in the college playoffs. A lot of hype in that game this week, which is here in Seattle this year. So it's not over in Pullman.
Yeah.
On the Palouse. I've got Troy minus 17. The over-under is 47.5 at Southern Miss. Southern Miss sucks. Let me just say that off the bat. Troy is awesome. So my bet is Troy minus 17. They're going to cover this. Troy is on an 8-game winning streak, scoring 28 or more points in each of the last 4.
Ooh.
The favorite has covered the spread in 4 of Southern Miss's last 5 home games. They've lost 8 Southern Miss of their last 10 games straight up. Troy has covered the spread in their last 9 road games. That's enough for me. Troy is just cooking right now. I'll take Troy to cover -17, John.
Interesting. Hey, I read something today, actually. That now that you mentioned Troy, I read in the bowl previews, if everything shakes out the way it's supposed to, Liberty might play Troy.
Ooh,
Interesting, huh?
that's a showdown. Yep.
Yeah, interesting one. I
I
thought.
might give the slight edge. I'm looking at a -3, 3.5 to Liberty in that one.
Yeah,
That's a good game.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah.
All right. Colorado State -5.5 at Hawaii, 54.5. And by golly, if I'm not doing it again, sir, another double bet. I like the over 54.5 here. And I'm finally, might be the first time all year, I'm siding with Colorado State -5.5. Another double bet. And that is 2 double bets today. So that would be called a double-double. Let me start with the Rams cover. With a win here, the Rams go to a bowl game. It'd be the first bowl game for the head coach at CSU in just his second year in the job. And remember, this guy took CU to double overtime early in the year. So this would be a major feather in his cap on the season and really show that he's got this program off to a good start. Colorado State, one of the best wide receivers in the country, is wearing those beautiful helmets with the horns on them. He's a Ram, and he's going to play in this one against the 115th ranked scoring defense in the country. Take the Rams at -5.5. And now for the over. I sound like a broken record, but Luke, what is the most common total hit in college football?
55.
55 points. The over-under here is set at 54.5. The books are giving you a gift in this game. Look at these numbers. Both these offenses rank as the best passing offenses in the country, paired with 2 of the worst rushing offenses in the nation. A perfect formula for the over. On the defensive side, CSU is ranked 102nd in scoring, while Hawaii is ranked 115th. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we should be taking the over 54.5 and enjoy your leftovers while you watch this game.
Oh, I love that. That's like my favorite part right there as well.
Yes.
I love that. God bless you.
Hey, it's the last game on Saturday night. Little turkey sandwich. Oh, you're good.
God bless the Rams. Your alma mater, CSU.
That's
and
right.
And I always every now and then ask you
I'm
to
not gonna
sing sing the fight song.
You think by now I'd look it up, but yeah.
Well, I won't push you on that, but I'm a fellow Ram too.
That is right.
That's why, Virginia Commonwealth University, go Rams. We don't have a football team, but we have an excellent basketball program.
Yes.
And
I heard some famous soccer players came out of there.
Yeah. Yours truly.
That's right.
I digress. Dude,
That's right.
This next pick scares me, and I want your opinion on this big time. I've got Navy at SMU. SMU at home, favored by 18 in this one. The over-under is 45.5. Call me crazy. I'm picking Navy to cover +18 on the road. I am. Navy just beat UAB, the Blazers, and East Carolina, the Pirates. And
yes.
Look, their game plan is simple. We've seen it all year. Slow the game down, run, and run some more. They have a knack, though, for staying close to teams. For SMU, look, they're going to win the game. There's no question. But they're looking ahead, right? They're looking to play, other teams in bowl situations or championship situations. Maybe they play down to Navy. I think they probably do. They seem like that kind of team. And they're definitely going to take out their starters as the game rolls on. So only 2 more games for Navy, my man. 2 more. Yeah. They've got this one and then Army Navy. And they need 1 more win to be bowl eligible. I don't think they win this game, but that's going to push them to do what they do and cover these games of these high spreads. I like Navy +18.
I like that bet, sir. I like that bet. All right. A team I thought at the beginning of the year I'd be talking a lot about in our best bets section, and I just haven't. They've kind of underperformed. Yeah. Western Kentucky -9.5 at Florida International, 54.5 is the total. And I'm going to do it. We got to go to a year. Got to get them in. Western Kentucky -9.5 is my bet. In my power rankings, Florida International, by far the worst team in Conference USA. They can't run. They can't defend. these guys can't even score. They rank 117th in the country for scoring offense. Western Kentucky, like we've said, haven't had the season they wanted, but they still have Austin Reed at quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in Conference USA history. Western Kentucky owns the series as of late, winning the last 4 games straight up and going 3-1 against the spread. Last year's spread, 31. The Hilltoppers beat them 73-0. Yeah, I'll go with this -9.5 Western Kentucky.
Ooh, yeah, I like that. I like
73-0, sir. What the hell?
What the heck happened there? Jeez.
Western Kentucky hit the over and the spread by themselves.
Right, but all right, my man. Louisiana Monroe Warhawks at Louisiana, the Raging Cajuns. Raging Cajuns at home, favored by 12.5 in this one, the over-under 52. The Warhawks have lost 25 of their last 26 road games. But will they cover the spread, John? Will they?
Ooh.
The answer is yes. Yes, they will, John. Yes, they will. The Raging Cajuns are coming off 3 losses of their own, and they need a win to be bowl eligible, so they will win the game, no problem. Got no problem with that. But the dog has covered in Louisiana's last 5 games, and the Warhawks have covered in 6 of their last 10 games. Give me the Warhawks and the points plus 12.5.
I would just like to point out 10 years ago when me and you were talking, I never would have thought we'd be breaking down the Warhawks and the Raging Cajuns. Where this life has taken us.
What are we doing with our lives?
Yes, I like it.
I've come to know the Raging Cajuns and the Warhawks, and I'm telling you, I'm telling you, this is going to happen.
All right, we're transitioning here to the bread and butter. We're going to the NFL here, and I like the second game on Turkey Day. Washington at Dallas, -11. The total here, 49. We might be fighting on this one. I like the under 49. I like the under here, and it's all about the Dallas defense. I don't think Washington's going to be able to score more than 10 in this matchup, and Dallas cruises to an easy victory. In the last 2 seasons, these two have hit the under 2-1, including the last 2 straight up. Commanders were embarrassed by the Giants last week. Riverboat Ron will have that defense hopefully playing a little better this time around.
I don't think I think one of us is well, not one of us. You, I think, are pushing on this. We're not. I don't think we're fighting here.
No
49
fight.
a key. 49 a key number.
Yes.
I like and I bought over 48.5.
Oh,
So,
okay. I like
yeah,
it then.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
Nice.
I don't remember a game ending in 48.5 ever. So
That's true. That's true.
We'll see. But 49 a key number, man. I think
Yes.
we could be right. Maybe buy that hook 49.5. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. All right, man. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts favored at home by 2.5. The over-under is 43.5. I'm taking the Colts -2.5 at home. They're coming off a bye week. They are rested and they are reset. The Bucs hung with the 49ers a bit last week. Looked pretty good, which means they're exhausted. The 49ers are the most physical team in the NFL. You pointed that out to me. It's a statistic that the NFL is following. Teams get battered playing them. And the Bucs got battered last week. They lost. Then they hopped on a plane for 5 to 6 hours home, got home late, like 3 in the morning,
Yes.
4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Not a good recipe for a Baker Mayfield, and they have to travel again up to Indianapolis. I like the Colts -2.5.
Nice. All right, I'm going with Baltimore -3.5 at the Chargers 46.5. I like the under 46.5 here. Chargers, they've gone 7-3 to the under on the year. Who would have thought it with all the weapons on that team, including 4-1 to the under in their last 5 straight games. Baltimore 5-5 to the under on the year, but this is the largest total they have seen all year. So the books have adjusted. I like the under 46.5 in this game.
Interesting. Yeah. And Baltimore's defense is legit. They're getting better and better as well. Nice, John. Nice breakdown.
Yes.
All right, for my next best bet, I got the Buffalo Bills at the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles giving 3.5 points, maybe three in some books as well. It's wavering. Nice. I like your Eagle. The over-under is 48.5. John, give me the Bills and the points plus 3.5. I like double units on this. The Bills rank above the Eagles in net yards per play. And they've actually, if you go back and look at this, they're a bit better than the Eagles. They've just looked better. But what we remember is just the turnovers. That's an Allen thing. Yep. It's not the rest of the team. It's an Allen thing. And the Eagles are coming off that really tough, gritty, trench-filled game at Arrowhead Stadium. And then they had to fly all the way home. I'm telling you, man, Buffalo, short trip for them. The upset city, baby. I think they might win this game, but they'll definitely cover that 3.5.
Nice. All right, a popular teaser leg for both of us this week, and I'm putting it in another one here. We might, well, I don't think we're against each other. You just like the spread a little better. Teaser. Detroit -1.5, and I like San Francisco at a pick 'em. Detroit, they've won 4 straight against the Packers, and they're 4-0 against the spread. I'm just asking them to win by 2 here. And Luke, one of the best rivalry games in all the NFL right now, I am teasing San Francisco to basically a win. San Francisco has won the last 3 against the Seahawks and covered all 3 spreads. 2 of those spreads were 2-score spreads. So here you get a little cash while you're eating your leftovers again, my man. That night game.
It's the leftovers. I think leftovers are just, it's like a key word, and those are winners. If you're eating leftovers and you're winning. You're winning.
This game is the night game on Turkey Day. So this is the cold turkey game. You're going to eat a little cold turkey on this one. You know what I mean?
Speaking of that, I kind of like, God, we should have played this out a little bit more, but so what's, I love a hot turkey Thanksgiving dinner. I really do. But you know what I love even more? The next day when you get the sandwiches. I like some nice bread, little mayonnaise, little cranberry, like the cold turkey, some stuffing in there as well. Yes, love that sandwich.
Yeah.
Maybe you do it hot with a little hot gravy poured over it.
And you're transitioning right into the thing. You said the next day you like to eat that little sandwich. We got a Black Friday game.
Oh, we do.
And this is your bet. This is your featured bet. The Black Friday game.
But I do, before I get into it, I do want to touch on, I don't think we're at odds here. San Francisco 0.5. I like that a lot. I think San Francisco, they should win that game against the Seahawks. The only reason that he mentioned, listeners, about that is because I went all in on the Seahawks. I didn't make it a best bet, which you can find on our podcasts on Apple, Spotify, Podbean, and other places as well. I picked the Seahawks on that podcast at +7 or +7.5. You could get it. But I didn't, as much as I want to tease it down, because I think that's the right thing to do, which you did here with San Francisco to a 0.5. So I think they should win that game. I'm all in on the Seahawks. I'm just going in. I think I've got them on the money line a little bit. I sprinkled a little on the money line. I'm not going to lie. Could that be dumb? Yeah, probably. But
no,
I can't cheat it. I can't cheat it every way. I just can't. I just can't.
Yeah.
All right, Black Friday. Here we go. Miami Dolphins favored by 10 over the New York Jets. They're in New York City. The over-under this one is 40.5. My bet, take the under team total for the Jets, which is under 15 right now. The Jets have benched Zach Wilson, finally, and they're starting, Tim Boyle.
What the?
They're back, and their backup, and you think Trevor Siemian is, because former Bronco, he's the better pick, but he's the backup. Should he be starting?
Oh, he should totally be starting. Trevor Siemian is the perfect quarterback for the Jets.
But he
doesn't make mistakes, short throws, incredibly accurate. He's perfect.
He's not starting. The Jets have gone under this total of 15 6 times this season, including twice at home. And that's why I'm saying take the Jets under 15. I have all season. I've won all the time.
I like it. All right, so here we are with this game that's been fluctuating between I'm just going to call it a pick 'em right now. It's been fluctuating between New Orleans and Atlanta as who's the favorite. So I'm going to say New Orleans at Atlanta, basically a pick 'em right now. The total 42.5. I like the Saints money line first half. My data has the Saints winning the first half 75% of the time. Atlanta, they're a slow starting team, ranked 24th and 27th in first and second quarter scoring on the year. This is a top 10 defense for the New Orleans Saints, and I like the matchup of Ritter versus this top 10 Saints defense. I like New Orleans to win the first half. That's all you got to get.
I like that too. Very nice. They should be recharged after a bye.
Yes.
All right. I think it's our last featured bet before the holiday, and you're probably going to say, "What the hell are you thinking?"
This is a game. I love that you mentioned this game. I love that you're going with it too.
I am all in. I bought this ticket already. I'm all in on this. We've got the New England Patriots at the New York Giants. New England favored by 3. The over/under is 33.5. Low scoring game. You know why? Because these teams suck. They can't score. I'm taking the Patriots -3, by the way. That's the bet. Patriots -3. This will be the worst game that you will watch all weekend. And you know what? You and I and other sharps out there, we will be watching this.
Yes.
This will be on our screen on Apple TV. It'll be Red Zone, whatever, and the Patriots Giants.
Yes.
Disgusting. But this right here, Johnny J, is why we play the game. It's why we play the game.
That's right.
Tommy DeVito and the Giants were lucky last week. They were lucky. They matched up schematically well. I'll give them that, but they were lucky. And Bill Belichick will have some surprises for his old team. The Patriots beat a bad Giants team here. They will win by more than a field goal.
Love it. Love it. I think you've convinced me. I'm in. I gotta watch this game.
You have to watch it.
I have to. All right. That does it for the Daddy Sharps featured bets this week. And remember, always gamble responsibly within your means. And the bets we share are based on our own research. We don't always win, but in the past month, it certainly seems like we do.
Especially in NFL. All right. So be sure and check us out on social media. Look for the Daddy Sharps on Instagram and Twitter, and check out more on our website, daddysharps.com. And if you're listening to this, obviously you're there, but check out some of our photos and cool other stuff that we've got going on. We're going to be back next week with much, much more, of course.
Luke, who is your daddy?
We are.
Stay sharp, everyone.
Was that weird?